problem with my NoFence collars. A lot of my fields, I don't have enough cell coverage to get the collars to update. So sometimes it'll take 12 to 24 hours for all the updates to go all the way through. And really it's a function of cell coverage here in my area. When I have cell coverage, it works great. So today what I have is a WeBoost cell phone booster. This is the Drive Reach Overland. So I'm gonna mount it on the Mule, and then I'm gonna go out and try to update the collars and see if that increased cell coverage will allow me to update the collars. All right, I'm out here in the field. I'm in the Mule. I've got 1 bar of service on my phone, connected by hotspot to my tablet, and we're gonna see, all the sheep are right here, a bunch of them. We're gonna see how we do with updating their collars. My internal antenna is right above the camera here, and so I should have good coverage right here, but if the sheep get around the Mule, the question is, are they gonna have enough coverage? So let's see how this goes. All right, I'm connected to a bunch of them by Bluetooth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if my other pasture is on here. Let's see. So pastures, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Mossy Bottom Partial. We're gonna edit the pasture and split all the way down here by the horse pasture. See if we can keep them just right here. See how that does. I'm gonna try that. I try not to have sharp angles on here, but I want to be by this watering area right there, because I think that's where they prefer to get drinks. So let's do that right there. See if we can force them to, actually let's just pull it on down like this. I think that'd be okay. If we could force them to graze right there, that would be really cool. So this is an area with no cell coverage. So if we can make them graze in this area where there's no cell coverage, I think it'd be very positive. All right, we're gonna save that. We have enough internet to save them. So now that's Mossy Bottom Partial. And what I wanna do is let's move Hoodido Partial. Hoodido Partial, I want to move to pasture to pasture, so we're going to go from Hoodido Partial to Mossy Bottom Partial. Firm set pasture, 20 collars. All right, now this is the test. Can we load these or not? All right, while that's loading, let's see if we can get Colt to bring them up. Away. Away. He brings them up real close. Maybe they'll connect. We'll see. There, lie down. Wow. 17 out of 20 of them have loaded the new pasture. That's amazing. As soon as they got right here by the Mule, they all loaded the new pasture. And this is interesting because I have Colt here. Look back. Colt here. Colt here. Here. There's 2 back behind me. He doesn't see him yet. Come on, Colt. Away. Ah. Look back. Colt here. Colt here. Colt here. Away. There, lie down. Lie down. Walk in. Easy. Easy. There, that'll do. Lie down. So far, so good. Seems to be working. So the idea now is I've got to get the last 3. They might be down there in the trees. They might not be here with us yet. Yeah. There are 3 of them that are not right here. So everybody updated that is here by me right now. They're all updated and in the new pasture. And so now they're all ready to move, except those 3. So I just got to go grab them, and we're ready to go. So this is amazing. Worked very, very well. I don't know if maybe there's just great cell coverage right here, or if the cell booster is actually working. But whatever happened, when I pulled up here and the sheep came up right to where I am, it updated all of their collars immediately. So let's go find the other ones. So I have 2 collars that wouldn't update. There's one of them. This collar is in some places in the app is saying it's in the last field from like 2 weeks ago or a week ago or something like that. And then in other places it's stuck up on that one, the hill up there where they were at. And there's something wrong. It's not charging. So I'm going to go back and take this one home. This one did sound off. The herd net didn't work. It did sound off and start trying to shock. I took it off the ewe so that she wouldn't get shocked coming with the flock, but it did try to shock when I was driving down here. The other one, it's not charging, and I don't know if the ewe's just laying in the shade a lot, so I'm going to take it home and change the battery, and then I'll bring it back and put it on the ewe later. For the most part, these batteries have stayed charged up. We just have a handful of the sheep, it seems like, that don't go in the sun, and theirs are always behind. So overall, I'd say the antenna was a success. It allowed me to update all the collars. It did it really fast. Did a really fast update of all the collars up on the hill. I was able to bring them straight down here. If I had more sheep and they were spread out more, I don't know if it'd work as well, but it seemed to work when I was up at that point. One of the commands we teach these dogs is to go get a DRINK. That way, if you're working and the dog needs to stop and get one, it doesn't just stop. It knows, hey, we got to keep on working. But you got to remember, hey, I got to send the dog to go get one. So, Colt, drink. It's an important idea. I just brought the sheep across this creek, and if he had decided, well, I'll stop and get a drink, I'm thirsty, and I'm expecting him to bring the sheep on, that doesn't really work. So, but then it's, once you take that decision making away from the dog, it's on you. You got to remember to let him get one. So, happy as could be in the creek.